A lot has changed for us since 2005. A lot of us were a lot different in 2005 than we are now in 2025.
So back in 2005, was a long time ago, was the first year of Slingshot, and I remember being in our first office. We had no money, and I remember trying to find coupons for Arby's and Taco Bell, and we would end up going there for lunch.
In 2005, I would have been in 8th grade, probably. I don't remember what I was doing in 8th grade, nothing important. I didn't know what I wanted to do in 8th grade, I don't think. It definitely wasn't developer because I didn't even know it existed until I was like in college, I think. I didn't really know it was much of a thing.
In 2005, I was in high school. I had a Motorola Razr. I was working for the school newspaper. I wanted to be a journalist. Tech was definitely not on my radar.
So in 2005, I was 4 years old, turning 5 years old. I was starting my first year of elementary school and kindergarten. It was definitely a great time in my life.
So in 2005, I was 3 years removed from graduation, so just starting my career, traveling 4 days out of every week, fly out on Sunday night, come in Thursdays. It was great, and I was single. Not great for starting a family though.
In 2005, I was a senior in high school. I was about to graduate, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I knew it needed to be something with art, painting, something visual, photography, but I didn't know exactly what yet.
In 2005, I was leading a small business within a larger corporation. It was actually the year that I was on a world tour. So it was my first trip to India. I spent several weeks in India, spent some time in Singapore. You know, back then I was carrying around a BlackBerry. That was before the iPhone, actually.
Well, I graduated college. I had completed the internship and they just hired me on as a full-time software developer.
So back in 2005, I was in the 3rd grade. In the 3rd grade at my elementary school, that's when you move into the big kids building. 20 years ago, I really thought I was a big kid and was the biggest kid I was gonna be in my life. Thought I was gonna be a teacher or a news broadcaster.
So now, 20 years later, Slingshot has evolved, grown. Don't have to eat at Taco Bell every day if I don't want to. Slingshot's a lot bigger now. We have a hugely talented, diverse team. It's gone from what's gonna happen next, not really sure, to okay, there's a lot of possibilities. We're really excited about all the things we get to do over the next 20 years.
I'm a lot happier than I was in middle school. I don't think middle school is very fun. I'm now at Slingshot and I've been a developer here for 6 years. I've been developing as a whole for about a decade now.
Now, in 2025, I'm the principal product lead at Slingshot. I have my master's, I have 3 kids.
In 2025, I now live in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in one of my first big girl jobs out of college. Never worked in the tech field before, so this is my first job in this field and I'm loving it.
Started at Slingshot many years ago. Don't get to travel as much, which is a downside, but I do have a lovely family now.
2025, I am the principal UX designer at Slingshot. It's been an enjoyable ride, and I feel like over the years, I've grown a lot here. It's been almost 10 years. Grown confidence, grown my skills, and gotten to work around a lot of really smart, incredible people.
I no longer carry a BlackBerry. I now carry an iPhone. My title is a CIO here at Slingshot. Between 2005 and 2025, I learned a lot about UX design. I wish I knew the things that I know today. Back in 2005, a lot of my projects would have been much smoother. Getting into AI, lots of new and interesting technology, which really isn't all that different. You know, if I think back to 2007, that's when the mobile device really took off and we were learning new technology then. So it's kind of 20 years later, now it's AI.
20 years later, I have kids. I'm married. Got to experience a lot of different things within tech as a whole, evolved with the industry. Probably more thankful now that I went into the degree program that I did out of the CIS program at the College of Business at U of L. Started working with Dave 2009, and then here we are.
And now, in 2025, I've been at Slingshot for 5 years. In those 5 years, I've grown and I'm now the director of marketing and new business. I've grown a lot as a person. This was my first big girl job. Looking back at where I was 20 years ago, who I was, it's pretty clear that this was the path for me.